Good morning, everybody. Wee Paddy from across the Shuck, and the first video of the new year, and a very happy new year to every single one of you. And I wish you health, happiness, and prosperity in that order, and may you have all three in abundance. Now, I just thought I'd come on, get a wee video, get the first one out of the way. There's a couple that I didn't get to do. I've still got a couple of best off knives to do, but I haven't got it together yet. It's been a bit of a manic with illness and whatever over Christmas, and now nothing bad or serious, it's been a bit of a manic time. So I just thought I would show you what other things I've got coming up for the channel. And I've put a big claim there in the beginning of this video, or the title. The cut jack. I believe that I have made an improvement, and it's a $5 improvement to a cut jack. Mine's the 3-inch version, but I believe it would go in any 3-inch version of the cut jack, or what's the other one called? Forgotten the name of the bigger one with the oh, never mind, it'll come to me, I hope. But this improvement has made such a difference. I got the cut jack. Great knife. I've been looking forward to it because all the sum of its parts is exactly what I'm looking for in a knife. It's about a 3-inch blade. It's got good steel D2. It's got light handles, which I loved. And when it came, other than the fact that a couple of wee things on it, was a wee bit of sharpness, but I filed them off and that was fine. I don't mind doing that at all. But I found that, I don't know, I was discontent with it for some reason. And it's now, I didn't take it apart because it was a bit hard to flip because the detent is really, really good. But now that the washers have bedded in, it's so much better. It's a lovely knife. But there was something missing. Do you ever get a knife like it's everything you wanted, but there was something just not giving you that wee oomph? Well, there was with a cut jack. And I couldn't think what it was. And I was sitting going through my knife box the other night. And I don't know whether you remember a couple of videos ago, I got a traditional knife, a French tickler. And I put the wee thumb stud on it. And I thought, that's what's missing on my cut jack. There's only one way of opening it. And I'm not a big flipper lover, to be honest with you. I like the spidey hole. And I like to have 2 or 3 methods of opening a knife. And the cut jack was just one opener because you couldn't pinch it. There was nowhere to sort of pinch it unless you're going to, a 2-handed opening. But I found, and I put the little thumb stud. It's behind the cutting line, so it's not going to get in between anything you're cutting here. Here's the cutting line up here. It's not going to get there. It's tidy. It's in the right place. I can now flick the cut jack open. I can do it slowly and just bring it round rather than scare sheeple. And then I have my flipper, which is a great action now. It wore in absolutely beautiful. I'll have to say it really. Now, when I'm doing this is quite tight. The detent is quite tight. So I tend to put my thumb and my finger and just push it out a wee bit and then roll it over. But that makes it even better to fiddle with. And that's what I was missing on this knife. Was just something to fiddle with. And it doesn't that. It looks as if it should have been there. And I think cut jack probably have missed a trick. That makes the knife to me look and act completely in sync. I love footering with a knife. And that gives me the opportunity now that I can sit and fiddle with this, and have done until I've drove the knife bad. But it doesn't look bad. It doesn't even look out of place. You got the hole in the side. But that is absolutely stunning, and it makes just such a difference to be able to open the knife slowly instead of pulling it out in the middle of somewhere and doing that. Over here scares them to death. They're just not used to it. So I can bring it out and say, look, got a knife here. I'll just bring it out. There it is now, and you're seeing it. So it's not going to frighten anybody, and it shouldn't frighten anybody. It's only a wee 3-inch knife, and it's not a dagger shaped or anything like that. But to play with, it's amazing. So I have a review coming up very shortly. I haven't had this out of my hands since I put this on. I am absolutely obsessed. I can flick it out like that. So I have 3 ways of opening this knife now, whereas I only had 1. And boy, does it make an already, and it was an already brilliant knife, but there was just something I wasn't gelling with it. And now, one of my favourite to sit and play with, honestly, genuinely is. So I don't know if it's worth anybody else wants to have a go at it, but it really does change the knife. And I'd love to hear your opinion. If you give it a go and see what you think of it, let me know if you like it. Right, so that's that out of the way. What else have I got for you? I was gifted, and if you're on my Facebook channel, you'll see it, I was gifted this beautiful case mini trapper from Naces Knives, Jim at Naces Knives, and I'm sure you're all over in his channel. If not, pop over. He does mostly traditional, but he doesn't do only traditional. He does, very importantly, beer sampling for you beer drinkers, and he also has a huge collection and varied collection of knives, but very entertaining. So he gave me that lovely trapper. That is I got a Booker given the other week as well, and the two of them have just changed my opinion of traditional knives. The workmanship in them, the just usability. It is so useful to have two knives in one blade. I still like just the one blade, but this is just, if you're going out and you know you're going to do a lot of cutting, it's better to have a backup. You know, just stand to reason, but an absolutely beautiful knife. Love it. So, review of that shortly. I want to use these first properly before I do reviews. Now, one of my subscribers who wanted to remain anonymous gave me a couple of Bookers. One was a traditional one. He gave me a modern one, but he also gave me this one, which is marvellous. This was issued to his father when his father was out in the Ascension Islands in the 80s, which is a place where I think his father was in the RAF, I'm not sure, but he was one of the services. And the Ascension Islands was used as a base. And they were sleeping in tents, and they were all issued one of these in case they had to get out of the tent quickly to slash the tent. So that was an interesting story. So I'm going to use that, and it's such a thin profile of a knife, but really good blade. Absolutely lovely. It's Joseph Rogers, made in Sheffield, stainless steel. And what I love, it's got that old-fashioned, you'll not see it here, I'll probably get it better on the next video. It says, what's it say on it? Oil the joints. And I haven't seen that in a knife since I was a wee lad. So really good, a lovely knife from Sheffield. So I'll do it, and it's lovely to have a home knife to do a bit of a run on. This was the other, you've seen one of the Bookers he sent me, I've done a video on that. This was the other one. How elegant is that? G10. How beautiful a knife is that? And this is the Booker Hauser, and I believe it's 440C as well. So it's a great steel, but isn't it a lovely looking knife? And what a gentlemanly looking knife. To me, it reminds me a little bit of the Benchmade, their traditional knife. It reminds me of that shape. Although this was made quite a while ago. It's a Hauser, and they don't make them anymore. It was a short run, and it was the man Hauser was a creator for Booker. So when he passed away, they made this knife in his honour, which I thought was lovely. But it was a short run. I don't know of how many now, to be honest. But it is a beautiful slip joint with a half stop. So with that as well, then I have the review coming on my little classic, my beautiful Kaiser. I absolutely am in love with this. This is just gorgeous. Great cutter. This is great for my EDC, because all I ever do is boxes and cutting bits of stuff. It's just perfect. I love the colour of it. Absolutely love it. I have ordered a pen to match it, and I have ordered a... What else did I order to match it? I ordered something else to match it. Oh, Stephen. Head's gone. That's why I'm a paddy, you know. Can't think. I ordered something else to match it. What did I order? Was it a flashlight? Might have been a flashlight. I have no clue. Yes, it was a pen and... Oh, damn, I can't think what it was. Must be a flashlight or something. Anyway, I've that ordered for it. We'll get that, a review coming on it. I used that an awful lot over Christmas. Absolutely loved it. Now, this one is the pouch that... This took my breath away when I seen it face to face. This is the knife that JT from JTs Knife Life please go to his channel and have a look at that man's channel. If you're not subbed, sub today. He is a young man who is knowledgeable, who is not frightened to give anything a bash. He's starting to do a lot of modding, but he has such a great collection of modern, traditional, expensive, inexpensive knives. A great thought process when he's breaking down how a knife works and how it works for him. I love the way he thinks things out, because I can't do it. But when I listen to him, it makes sense and I can judge from my next knife. Just a smashing fella. Get over to his channel and get to see him. I'm not going to show you this until the review, because it is just mind-bendingly beautiful. So much better than what... Now, I thought it was good when I seen it, but in real life, and I wish I could show it to you all around your houses, but it's beautiful. So the review come of that. That was my mate Slide Tech who had given me this. And for those of you who know Slide Tech, I'm so grateful for this. And I've ordered a couple of knives myself that are coming. And to be honest with you, there's another couple of people that are sending me knives, and they've not arrived yet. So, oh, here, there's another one. I've a review coming of this one. This was my it's £16 now on AliExpress. I know it's a clone, but as you know, I don't care about clones, but or a copy. I don't even know. I've never seen the real knife, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know, to be honest. But so I have a review of that coming. And I've a couple of other small EDC things that I got for Christmas, like I'm sure we all did. But I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas, and the new year's upon us now. Let's make the best of the new year. I have been so fortunate. I'm going to let you see me out bake. You have made this year absolutely wonderful. I have enjoyed every minute of my time on YouTube, and I've been blessed by meeting some of the most wonderful people. And not just generous, wonderful people, just really nice people. You can be generous and not a great person, but I have been lucky to get both in quite a few people that have kept my channel going, that have kept me going, and honestly, you've given me a hobby that I'm absolutely enthralled with. And I enjoy. I'm not great at the interaction. I'm getting better, but I'm enjoying talking to people about knives. I can waffle a bit on front of a video camera. That's about the height of my knowledge. I can't waffle too much on knives because you all know much more than me. So that's why I get it wrong most of the time. But this wee thing with it really has made such a difference to a knife. I can't tell you how much. I just sit now and I open up 3 ways of opening it, and it just makes such a difference to it. You know, it really does. I'm not doing that opening very well. I'm sitting here, and I can't even say I'm in front of the camera because I'm not. There we go. It really does make a difference to a knife. And if you've had one of these and it's quite a stiff detent, and you find it quite hard even to get open, it does break in. It's a bit like what the Ganzos used to be like, to be honest. You literally just need a break-in period. Just keep fiddling with it. Keep fiddling with it. And now mine is like glass. I don't feel it. When I first was doing it, it was cutting the top of my finger off, to be honest with you. There's a bit of jimple in here, and I filed that down. But it still was so stiff that after... Look, for the first couple of days I had this, I didn't have it out of my hands, and I used it, and I think that's why I was getting the sore parts. For 2 days I constantly used it, so I think I've nailed all them away now. They're all filed away. Now I could use it all day and there's not a thing. But the detent is beautiful. I like the strong detent. I can barely open it one-handed like that. I have to put the other one behind that wee, and that's why that thumb stud is so good, and just pull it forward. Beautiful. Right, that's enough. Take care, folks. All the very best, and I shall see you all in the new year. Take care. Thank you so much. Bye-bye now. Bye.